Hello and welcome to the Ridiculously Good VA Show with Tracy Daviero. If you are a virtual assistant or want to be one, this is the place to learn the tips and tricks you need to become a ridiculously good VA. I've been a part of the VA industry since 1998, and I'm excited to get to know you and help you build an amazing business. Let's go. Hey there, welcome to another episode of the podcast that teaches you how to be a ridiculously good virtual assistant. Today I want to talk about marketing and basically why it's not as hard as you think it is. Today's quote is from Stuart Henderson Britt. Doing business without marketing is like winking at someone in the dark. You know what you're doing, but nobody else does. I actually think this is a hilarious quote. Just the imagery of winking in the dark and thinking somebody might see it. But it really does describe what I want to talk about today. Marketing needs to work to be effective. Otherwise, you are just wasting your time. Let's go. If you've been avoiding marketing because it feels intimidating or time consuming, or like you have to become this whole other person just to sell something, meaning yourself, then I'm glad you're here today. I'm going to walk you through how to keep your marketing simple, effective, and just doable without spending hours creating content that you never post or that doesn't do anything for you anyway, or chasing clients who don't even value what you do. And yes, of course, I'll share how you can start marketing in a way that actually works without making it your full-time job, because really, your full-time job is supposed to be working with clients. Let's start by thinking about why we overcomplicate marketing. Most of us think marketing is this huge, mysterious machine. It is marketing, right? It has a title. We believe it's something only naturals can do well, or that you need training or a big budget or fancy branding or daily viral videos to get any results at all. But marketing at its core is simply letting people know that you can help them and showing them why you are the right person to do it. I had a sales job for a couple of years when I was back in corporate, and we learned to sell. We went to conferences. We had a sales manager who constantly taught us. We learned to sell. And then after that, I had a job at the head office of a restaurant chain, and I helped support the marketing department where we launched and we sold. It was all about selling again. Marketing to me, at least the way I learned it, and probably the way you learned it too, was all about planning and knowing what to say or knowing what to write, right, in terms of our marketing collateral. And it was about convincing people to buy the thing that we were selling. And that's the basis of what I learned about marketing, it was convincing people. It wasn't service-based. It was, this is why you should buy this thing now. It was based on price, on scarcity, and any number of other things. So when I got to my VA business, all I could do was sell the way I knew how. And it didn't work because I'm not a product like that. There's no urgency involved. Of course, we want, people to hire us now, but I have a personality. I have a work style. And let's face it, some of my clients didn't need me. They could do some of the stuff that I was doing for them or that I told them I could do for them. They wanted to work with me. They made that choice. They decided to work with me. They decided that it was a good investment. And so with services, you have to come at things differently with your marketing, especially when it's yourself. I didn't need to be on every social media channel, posting content all day long for people to notice me. I needed to get way more clear on who my best clients were and then go and find them. And I needed a plan that I could follow. I stopped thinking about prices and objections and getting the yes in every conversation I had. Instead, I just started doing simple things to connect with the people that I could help and talk to them about how I could help them. Like, that's the basis of marketing for a service provider. Showing up as the service provider is the key to getting clients. It's really easy to do. You find your people, you show up to talk to them every day, you get clients. Everything changed for me when I just became a part of a community of people who needed my help. When I stopped trying to be everywhere and I just focused on that one community. Now, of course, it was my marketing coach that helped me decide all of that. Everything changed for me when I just became a part of the community of the people who needed my help. The problem is we often make 3 mistakes. Number 1, we try to do everything at once. Right? Instead of picking 1 or 2 marketing activities, we overload ourselves. We get into that launch mode I was telling you about. blog posts, Instagram reels, LinkedIn articles, networking, ads, and we burn out fast because you can't sustain it. I mean, that's why they call it a launch, right? Number 2, we focus on the wrong audience. We talk to everyone and we end up resonating with no one. And number 3, we stop before we see results. I'm very big at this. This is something that I recognize in a lot of you, but I also recognize it in me. Marketing needs time. We are always in a hurry, aren't we? If you're expecting new clients within a week, you're going to give up way too soon. And when we overcomplicate our marketing, it becomes something that we dread doing. And that's when we stop doing it. It stops happening. So let's talk about a 3-part simple marketing framework that I think you will find much more helpful than probably what you're doing now. Here's my 3-part simple marketing framework. It's how I've marketed my VA business and coaching programs without letting everything take over my life. And I think that that's what we want to get to. We want to have something that's easy, that's repeatable, and that is effective. Part 1, you want to choose your core marketing method. You want to pick one main way that you're going to get in front of your audience. That could be networking, whether that's online or local, social media posting, email list if you have one, guest appearances on podcasts or summits, or borrowing other people's audiences, we call that. But you're not going to pick all of these. I want you to pick 1, 2 max. You can always add more later, but what you want to do is you want to get consistent with 1 and get that working for you, and then it's okay to add something else in, right? Notice I didn't say pick all of these. Pick 1, 2 max. I even just say don't even pick 2, just pick 1. You can always add more later, but the consistency is easier when you're not juggling too much. You want to be able to get really good at one thing, and then you can add something else, one thing at a time. And I know I've told you before that I went through CJ Hayden's Get Clients Now program a long time ago, and it is great. I'm not going to lie. It's very effective. But in that program, it's a 28-day program, she has you take 10 action steps a day, and that's a lot. It's very, very challenging to fit that kind of time and that kind of follow-up into your business, whether you have clients or not. It just becomes a grind, right? So I try to teach you to do marketing on a simpler scale. It's the same principle, daily actions, but much more focused on one place for a longer period of time. With CJ's program, I did a lot of things in a lot of places. It was extremely time consuming. It was effective, and I found my place. But I really do like to teach this in a simpler way. I think that, I'll always tell you, VAs are looking for 3 or 4 clients, 3 or 4 good clients. So we don't need to do a ton of marketing. We're not looking for hundreds of people here. We're just trying to get really focused on, the best clients for us. So we want to be working on something that's effective, but focuses on just one method at a time. The next part is speaking to a specific audience. This is about knowing who you want to work with and focusing your message on them. Small business owners is too broad. I'm going to say that again. Small business owners as your target market is too broad. So many of you tell me, I help small business owners do XYZ. Busy online coaches who need help managing their launches, that's specific. It's really important to get specific. The more specific your audience, the easier it is to create the marketing pieces that are going to resonate with them. They're going to read it and think, oh, that's me, right? Not small business owners, but busy online coaches who need help managing their launches. I get that. That's like, yep, that's what I need help with. You can share examples, you can address their pain points directly, and you can make your offers feel like the natural solution to the problem that they're having. This is probably the thing that I get the most pushback from VAs for, is this topic. And I get it. I said the same things, guys. I don't want to turn down business. I don't want to niche too soon. I don't want to limit myself. I like working with lots of different people. I'm not sure what I want to specialize in yet. I know. I get it. These are the things you tell me every single day. But I will tell you, in working with my marketing coach way back in the day, I found out that my marketing was doing very little for me until I chose a target market. Everything I was doing was falling on deaf ears. Nobody heard it, nobody saw it, nobody reacted to it, nobody noticed. And as soon as I chose a target market, everything became clearer and more concise. Absolutely everything. and my clients recognized that I could specifically help them. And that made all the difference. The work that I was putting into my marketing actually started to give me results because it was clearer. I got the clients I wanted because I could say, I can help you set up and run your group coaching programs, not I help small business owners with their admin. It's very, very different message, right? It's about the urgency. It's about the deliverable result. And that's what really stood out for me. And the third part is being consistently visible. Consistency is the magic ingredient. I think that's the key that we miss out on. Even if you're only showing up once a week or twice a week, if you do that week after week, your audience learns that they can count on you. You're going to be there. And here's the important thing is consistency doesn't mean constant. And I think that's what we get sort of lost in, right? You don't have to be everywhere every day. It's exhausting. You just have to show up regularly in the same places so that people see you and remember you. Think of it kind of like watering a plant. A little bit regularly works way better than flooding it once every 3 months. This was another thing that I really struggled with. I thought being visible meant being out there every day, multiple times a day. And I did that. But then I would get busy and stop and start and stop. I couldn't maintain anything regular because of the way I was trying to do it. And that's why consistency is a better goal. Whatever you can do within your schedule is what you should do every single week. Showing up for a few minutes a day or every couple of days makes a bigger impact, much more than showing up for a week and then disappearing. You want your clients to see that you're dependable and available and that you show up and that you respond. Okay, so now that we know why we're doing it, let's break the marketing down into some weekly actions. I'll give you some examples here. If you ever sat down to do marketing and you've stared at a blank screen for an hour, here's some suggestions for you to make it a whole lot simpler and clearer. We'll do Monday to Friday. Monday, make a connection. Send a quick message to a past client, a referral partner, or a networking contact just to check in. Tuesday, share something valuable. Post a tip, a story, a resource, something your audience would appreciate. On Wednesday, do follow-up. If somebody expressed an interest in your services, follow up with them. Thursday, show your face. Attend an online networking meeting, hop on an Instagram story, or record a short video. And Friday, review and plan. Look at what worked, what didn't, and plan your marketing for the next week. Now that might seem really, really simple, but doing that every single week makes it really manageable for you, first of all, in your schedule, but also it gives you the visibility that you're looking for, right? You're reaching out to people. You're not on social media all day, every day. You're not making fake conversations. You're just being present. And if you only did these 5 things, that's a consistent marketing framework that helps keep you top of mind with your audience because you're there all the time. It sounds very simple because it is, but it is also effective, and that's what you're trying to strive for. Connection, sharing your expertise, following up, being visible, and reviewing and planning are the basics of any marketing plan. That simple 5-day framework is going to get you moving in very little time every day. And honestly, you could even double those things that you do 2 of those things every single day. Follow up with 2 people, share 2 tips, whatever it is, and it's still really not that time consuming. I talk often about the VAs who plan on Sunday evenings as their business time of the week, right? That 2-hour window after everybody goes to bed, I'm going to work on my business for 2 weeks, or 2 hours, not 2 weeks, 2 hours. But inevitably something comes up and it doesn't get done. So what happens? They put it off until the next week and they've lost an entire week. My advice all the time is to do something small every day. Break up that 2 hours. Don't plan on doing it on your family time. Do it during business hours. But make it small. 15, 20 minutes a day, every single day, replaces that 2 hours. And if you do have to miss it for some reason, you're only 15 or 20 minutes behind. You're not an entire week or 2 hours behind. Marketing is not supposed to be a chore. It's really necessary part of your business, but it should become a habit. And it can really easily when you split things up into those little manageable pieces. So what if you're nervous? Marketing isn't just about actions, it's also about mindset, right? Many VAs hold back from marketing because they feel like, I don't want to bug people. I'm not good at selling myself. I'm too new. Why would anybody want to hire me? So here's the reframe. Marketing isn't about pestering people or being pushy. It's actually the total opposite. It's about letting people who need help find you. It's not about selling, it's about helping. And if you believe in the value of your work, you have a responsibility to tell people about it. Otherwise, you can't help them. And that's why we're all in business, right? And here's a secret, too. You might not believe me, but trust me, I came through this and you can too. The more you market, the less scary it feels. It actually becomes second nature because you just start talking to people about things that you do, just like you talk to a friend about a show you love. I'm a nervous and shy person too, believe it or not. I don't like to bother people. I don't like to sell myself, but you better believe that I know I can help you, and I'm not shy to tell you that. I want content out there that helps you find me. Like this podcast. You all tell me that you listen to it every week. But it took me 2 years to finally start this podcast, and now I can't imagine not doing it. Absolutely love it. I love hearing from all of you about how it's helping you. And I love that you know that I can help you through private coaching or my group programs or whatever. That's the whole point. The podcast is about marketing, but it's something that I enjoy doing. It's easy for me to do. It's accessible for you, and you know that it's helping you. That's exactly what it is, and it helps you get in touch with me. So if you know it's going to help, do it. It gets easier, and when you see the results, you're going to want to do more. Now, I want to be clear. Simple does not mean that you can simply put your marketing on autopilot and hope for the best. You still have to be very intentional about it. Simple marketing works when you choose one method that you can commit to, you target a specific audience, and you show up consistently, and you track what's working. That last little piece is really important. It's not about doing less forever. It's about doing less at once so you can do it well, right? And it's like building a muscle. You start with a few key exercises, you master those, and then you add more as you get stronger. You add more weight, or you add more reps, or you whatever it is. It's all building a muscle, a marketing muscle. And marketing doesn't have to be overwhelming or exhausting or even fake. In fact, I'd like it to be the opposite of all of those things. When you simplify it, it becomes something that you actually want to do. Like I say, this podcast, I love to do it because I know it's helping you, and I know that it's an effective way for me to get my message across to you. And you can see the direct connection between your actions and your results when you settle onto something that you love to do or like to do. If you want to learn how to create a simple, effective marketing plan that actually works for your VA business, I'm actually hosting a marketing workshop in September that you don't want to miss. In this live session, I'm going to walk you through how to choose the right marketing method for your personality and your schedule, how to identify and attract your ideal clients, and how to create your weekly plan that helps keep you visible without eating up all of your time. You're going to come away with a clear, doable marketing strategy that you can use starting the very next day. If you're interested in the workshop, just DM me and I'll send you the details. Marketing can be simple. You just need the right plan and the confidence to show up and do it. I'm going to help you build both of those things in the workshop. That's what I'm here for, is to help. It's the only reason I'm here at all, to help you become a ridiculously good virtual assistant. I'm Tracy Daviero, the confidence coach for VAs. That's all I've got for you this week. I'll see you next time.